On a pretty gray and hazy day here in Southern California, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Los Angeles. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Detroit Lions and the Los Angeles Rams.
Keep playing hard.
We go! 18 Gator.
53, Mike 53.
Let's get the ball. General West. Yo, Cheetah.
Check. 53's Mike. 53's Mike.
On first down, Swift. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there and a Lion first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Right there. Silver.
Undercrush. Five.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish.
22 jet bombers.
Kill. Check the backer.
Protein spill. Gone. Look at me. Door.
Watch twist. Check safety.
Hey, Alpha.
Check 99.
Shoot.
Now he'll look to throw here on second and 10. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Dante Hightower coming in for the sack from his linebacker spot. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
But that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. On the return is Williams. 12 yards on the return that time, and the Rams will go on offense here with a first and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up first and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
A gain of 4.
From the 44, Goff looking to side for Woods, and it's intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. Woods, the intended receiver. Oh, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Hey, 58 is the mic. Ball 58 is the mic. You.
Hey, Haywood.
58 is the mic. 58. 58 is the mic.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
Second and 7 at the 38-yard line.
That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7.
Shoot.
You draw quarters.
Let's go.
Hey, wahoo. Yo, Jack, let's go.
Here's a second and 7. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Leonard Floyd leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6.
Mike, 53, Mike. Check.
61, matchbox lights. Hey, Foxtrot.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for third and long.
Yo. 53 is the mic. 53 is the mic.
Hey, Charlie.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Quickstone travel.
Watch the screen. 36.
Hey. Ready?
Back to throw, and that is incomplete.
But, partner, anytime someone tells me that fundamentals are leaving the game, I'm going to show them this play because they couldn't get to the passer. So what do you have to do? Get your hands up in the passing lane, and they batted it away on a third down attempt.
And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Trying to lay one up deep. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Slam.
Out of the gun, Goff. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a first down for L.A.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. They'll run it for the first time with Williams. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40. After the pickup of 5, here's second and 5. Goff. And he checks this one down to Williams. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10. To throw is Goff. He finds Hopkins complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 36 yards on the play. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Now Goff toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Try to get it to Woods, but it'll be 2nd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
No better. Shift. Louis.
Goff throwing again. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A 15-yard touchdown grab as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce back, tremendous poise, confidence never lost, and obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as it... Sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
1st down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Pick it up. Shift. X3, 218, chopper.
Hey, I'm coming.
Go. Big grip.
He'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
58 right there. Wild.
General West.
Tighten up.
Bravo.
58, boys. 58. 58, it's Mike.
I'm coming.
58.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Leonard Floyd picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
It's 3rd down.
Check.
Back.
Check. There.
17. Kill. Turn it up.
5.
They'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Taylor Rapp with a pick. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
They'll run on first down. Edmonds. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
On 2nd down, this is Edmonds. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And down to the 7-yard line. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Here we go. 20.
Right there. 56. Here we go.
Take 4.
Here we go.
A carry here for the big tight end. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Now Goff on 3rd and goal. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Robert Woods there to make the grab. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make the score 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. 1st down Lions on a pickup of 13.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
They'll run on 1st down. Swift, and that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play, and that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
70, Indy.
53's Mike. Bring it.
Go.
Get him.
Shoot.
2nd and 14. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. It'll be a gain of 4. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. The Lions on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 11.
Hey, echo. 53 to Mike. 53. Check 53. Go out. Rock it. Slam. Hard. Yo, go. Hey, watch. Let's go. Get set. Watch safety creeping.
So that'll back him up 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Stay with your man.
Check. 53's Mike.
Leo. Hey, Sam on. Gone.
Check 24.
Look at me. Zipper.
He's checking.
They're going to look to throw.
Check.
And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. The second quarter score, meanwhile, down in Arizona. And the Cardinals scoring again. They've got that one in cruise control. And we'll try and keep you updated on those events and others around the league as we continue through this one. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Here we go. It's 44-yard line. It's just me and you. Safe.
Hey, high 7.
53's the Mike. 53's the Mike.
Look at me. Go.
That's gonna be a long.
Bam.
Watch the ship. Hey. Watch the ship.
Bang. Hey, seam 6. Now.
Jam. Check. Crunch.
They'll look to throw here. Flushed out right. Now he'll pull it down. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Number 53. Mike 53.
New York Orchard.
Bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it. Slam. Check. 53's Mike.
Hey, exit. Hustle Hunt. Ready?
Now back to throw. He'll get this one to Galladay. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
4 yards. It's now 4th down.
Here we go on 4th down. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
61, matchbox lights.
25. Check.
Hey, lock it. Look, squeeze.
He's checking Crab. Watch out.
He's driven.
He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Ready.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Check three. No. Off.
They'll try the left side. Swift. And some room to maneuver. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there. 33 yards as they are now on the board here in the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Goff. Going deep for Hopkins. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Throwing on 3rd, Goff. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
At the 42-yard line.
Here we go. 10-2 soft. Let's go, tackle, let's go. We got 6-6, bullet high. Lucky. Hey, Delta. 53's the mic. 55.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey.
The first down pass. Intercepted. The
LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1.
56. Mike, 56, right there, 56. Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 19-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
Now Goff. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jamie Collins just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
56, Mike, 56. And we're pretty quiet.
Hey, Orbit. Value 3, value 3.
He's coming, double up. I got it,
Third and long. It's gone. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively. Brings up 4th down. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Here we go, here we go. Here we go. Hey, switch gears, switch gears. Chef.
X3, 218, chop.
Let's go.
Buzz.
Number 53, Mike 53.
Go. On the ball.
I got you, son.
General West. Hit it.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Open man is Galladay, complete. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Mike 53.
Hey, Alpha.
Mike. Hey, watch the screen.
Roll out.
Watch the screen.
Yep.
Check hot route. Hot.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8.
Shift. Watch the shift.
22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber.
53 is the Mike. 53 is the Mike.
Hey, Haywood.
Let's go.
Dude.
They'll set up to throw.
53. Here we go.
Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the 3.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's...
That's caught at the 25. Touchdown, L.A. Jared Goff with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
Extra point forthcoming. Oh, and it's no good. He tugged it wide left, and that will keep our score right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
Rock it. Kill. Hey, wahoo!
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And now the Rams have got it going the other way. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, L.A.
Touchdown, Rams.
The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
Now the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
2nd and 6. And he's got his man on the out route. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Hard. Leo. Get it.
They'll set up a throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3 at the 45-yard line.
That ain't working. That Q stuff ain't working.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. A big play there for Detroit. Give him 52 yards on the ground. So down inside the 5-yard line. I have to say, really just a poor job defensively there.
You're exactly right. As a former defensive back, that was not played well at all. But give credit to the offense and give credit to the guy running the football. He gets it down all the way inside the 5.
Come on, switch it.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A great play there. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Lions are able to draw a bit closer. They go for just one here as it's up and good. And that will get them one closer. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. Fielded about a yard deep.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
At the 26-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Goff now to throw. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their third of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they missed a golden opportunity.
Mike 56, Mike 56.
Whoa.
You got it, son.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56.
Go.
Nervous now. We ain't begin.
From the gun on third down, Goff. And able to find Higbee. It's complete. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Line, 180.
Come to one now. We won't.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Trey Flowers there on the tackle. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Now, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth.
Whirling. Bravo.
The Rams going for it on fourth. Goff. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Trey Flowers, the former Arkansas Razorback, in there to get him. And I am not sure, partner, there what the mindset was to go for it. I don't know.
And some teams just feel that possession is the key to everything. They just want to have the football in their hands. No matter how it goes to the other team, they just don't trust doing that. So they say, listen, go for it and try and finish it ourselves.
And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Pull it high. You got tight right there. Hey, Zoo. Hey, Sam on.
2nd and 5. Got a man. That's Allison. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
53's the mic. 53.
General West.
I'm trying to collect. Switch.
Go.
They'll get this out wide to Allison. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. So they get the score, partner. Game's not over, but they still need some help here.
Agreed, they definitely need some help, but they took care of the first part by scoring themselves.
Hauschka with the extra point, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. Fielded about a yard deep.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
At the 25-yard line.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down.
Maverick.
80 weapon.
On the ground, this is Williams. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. He's going to air one out. They've got his man complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets them to 2nd and 4. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
The 34-yard line.
Ric Flair.
Shift. Tighten up.
Quick the edge.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be third down. The Rams on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 5. Goff. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Maybe an important fourth quarter miss as this stays a 3-point game.
Yeah, now overtime is very much in the equation here. Just what you mentioned, a 3-point game. They get a drive, put it through the posts. We could have some free football, couldn't we?
Open here is Allison. That's complete. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Check 13. Check 13. Hey, echo. Check down.
Back to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. That throw good for only a couple and brings up third down.
Bottom line, 2-yard gain's just not going to cut it in this situation. You've got to move the ball downfield in order to have a chance.
Defense will give them that the rest of the way.
Kill. Turn up. Check 3. Out. 53's the mic. 53. Check 53.
Tyler, 64. Weak.
Get that ball. Check. Fresno.
He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. This is caught. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal.
Blue jaw Corker.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Let's go. Sponge. No.
Smooth.
Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike.
They'll look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute. Now Hausch can attack on the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Makes the score Lions 31, Rams 27. Stephen Hauschka set to kick off.
Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This is fielded a couple yards deep.
The Rams take over 1st and 10
Let's go.
at their own 25-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. 1 possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring and how much pressure?
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well have run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21.
Now Goff. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
These guys take over first and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes.
A loss of a yard brings up second and 11.
So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Yeah, real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason, but now I'm listening to you. So for Detroit, not much to complain about here. They come in and steal a victory in a tough place to play on a Sunday night. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for L.A., they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.